started in 1983 by a young, dynamic lawyer, Anu Peshawaria. SEVA is a non-profit organization whose mission is to provide free legal advice to the Indian community in the U.S. on issues concerning Indian law, Indian matrimonial issues, and immigration problems. Spouses of Indians who come to the United States on a dependent status sometimes face socioeconomic, cultural, and legal problems. SEVA provides the professional advice and guidance to empower them through the help of highly qualified lawyers who sit on SEVA's board. By helping out immigrants in need, SEVA lives up to its motto of providing compassionate justice.
Anu, you're the founder of SEVA Legal Aid. Can you tell me more about this organization?
SEVA is a non-profit organization. We formed it in the US and we started this program about 2 years ago. Before that, we had the SEVA organization doing cases in India for destitute people, and we had another foundation which we started in the US about 6 years ago. That was called India Vision Foundation. So SEVA Legal Aid became one of the projects of India Vision Foundation, which was earlier set up in India in 1994. That was set up with the Magsaysay Award, which we got from Philippines. My sister started the India Vision Foundation in India, and she was very popular with the police, and she was started the crime prevention programs in India. So since I, being a lawyer, wanted to do things with the law, and with law-related problems, we started SEVA Legal Aid in US, because US people find it very great difficulty to find anybody who gives them legal advice about Indian law, and particularly how it relates to US law, and the kind of problems that the Indian people with Indian origin or Indian background or children or property in India, they face these problems and they don't have any advice as per that.
So describe to me some of the activities run by SEVA Legal Aid.
We run clinics which do legal aid. We do immigration clinics in the US. We provide people with legal advice for Indian law, and we also advise them on how issues are to be handled if they're cross-border issues. If there is a law in India which is passed, or there is a judgment, how it affects the US law and vice versa. When we do these clinics, we do them regularly in mandirs, gurudwaras, masjids, and church, because people come to places of worship, and there are tons of those people over there who need free legal advice because they cannot afford either legal services, or some of them are even misguided. So we teach them how to fill up forms on their own and represent themselves legally and ethically. That's one of the help we do. The other one is that we have a curriculum for universities to follow, which is of ethics and morality in law, and the real meaning of law. So we, even the students who then do a law program, degree course, will start doing a one-year curriculum after that. And the curriculum will mean that they will help the underprivileged and the poor for a year before they get their license. That's called like pro bono work. After we do that curriculum, we also want people to understand the laws so that they're simple, so we have less people who violate the law. We can always punish them, but if we also teach them what is the right law easily, then they will not violate. Just as in immigration law, many things are not clear to people whether they are violating or not. Certain procedures in law, such as the I-94, quite a few things, people do not know about. If they come to know, they will not even violate the law. So our duty is to make it simple, print it, and try to deliver it to as many public people as possible, have seminars, workshops to make people understand the law, make it simple so that we have less violators of law. So we are trying to spread this word in all universities, make a curriculum, and make law easily accessible to people and not as difficult as it is currently.
Can you please tell us more about a SEVA clinic and how someone can take advantage of these free services?
Well, we have these legal clinics every weekend, usually in some gurudwara. We always announce it in advance. We do it in a mandir, we do it in a church, and we associate it with a lot of ethics and morality issues, because church has its own ethics and morality subjects, and we assign it along with that, give them advice on issues. People come there, so we give them booklets. Besides that, we now have proposed regular clinics. We've opened one in California. We are starting to do legal aid clinics since now for the last 2 years we've been doing it in California, off and on. Now it will be regularly in the community center here. And we've also opened 2 other centers. One is in Louisiana and the other is in Texas. Both of them have been opened by, one of them at least, there's a VAWA specialist, violence against women. There is an act which says that the immigration which is not given to people, the green card women who are having domestic violence can get a green card if they go under VAWA. So she's a specialist in those and she's conducting them in Louisiana. And in another town, Texas, we have a senator who's undergoing the same SEVA clinic. So we will be inaugurating 3 clinics this year, including one in California, which is very much here in Fremont.
Presently, who is supporting SEVA Legal Aid?
Our main support comes from 2 companies which I have. One of the major companies is the IBS Worldwide. It is an immigration service worldwide which promotes immigration services all over the country. In US and in India, we see that Indians who want to come to US legally could take advantage of this. So we do immigration and immigration business services. That company has been promoting SEVA Legal Aid. And we have Indus Associates, which is another company which does foreign collaborations, joint ventures for about Fortune companies which have collaborative efforts between India and US. So the Indus Associates is now one of the major promoter for SEVA Legal Aid, besides India Vision Foundation, which is already in India, and we are doing all projects together with India Vision Foundation USA.
What is the ultimate mission of SEVA Legal Aid?
To reduce crime everywhere, to have people live a more moral and ethical life, for making a difference in people's lives. That is the main object I would have. It's saving the next victim. It is also making a difference in the sense that when all of us interpret the laws, we do not interpret it correctly. We just go by the statute. We don't go behind for the meaning behind that. And a lot of people not knowing the law literally get punished by it also. So we want to make people more self-aware. And if they could do the things right, why would they not do so? So we want to educate them. We want to give them a chance to understand what is the law of the country and why abiding by it will make life and society better for everybody. So sometimes I see these kind of things. I would feel that objectives can be many, but ultimately it's to make a difference in everybody's lives in every way we can and to make a better society.
SEVA Clinic serves as a platform for Indians who face legal and social issues. Clients share their compelling stories of injustice with our panel of experts who act as advocates and pursue every legal means possible until justice is served. Our services are free of charge and helps keep people from falling through the cracks of the justice system or being taken advantage of. We make a special effort to operate these clinics on a weekly basis at our community hall location on Peralta Boulevard in Fremont. And any person who is in need of this service can come forward and meet our panel of lawyers to discuss their problems. Our clinics operate from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Next are 2 examples of the kinds of cases we are dealing with.
My name is Chavi, and I was a banker back home. I came to this country 5.5 years back. I'm on H4. I'm on a dependent visa which does not allow me to work here. I've come to SEVA Legal Aid, in which Anu is helping me out here now.
हाँ जी मैं मोहन सिंह है जी ते मैं जद इत्थे अमरीका पहुंचा ते मैनूं बहुत मुश्किलां होईयां ते उस तो बाद फिर पेपर भराए सीगे वो साडे पेपर भरे नहीं सही उस तो बाद फिर असीं अनु पेशावरिया दे कोल जाके ते हुण असीं साडा वर्क परमिट सारा कुछ हो गया हुण सानूं फिकर वाली गल नहीं कोई.
Anu Peshawaria and her team at SEVA Legal Aid are making a difference by providing a valuable community service. SEVA Legal Aid is dedicated to providing compassionate justice.